Once again, that offset backfield for Cal Lutheran on the play-action play. Pass, Bonds looking for Fuca, and Fuca will have it at the 5-yard line. Fuca was well covered on that play by Cindy Nick to the air. Rolls to the right-hand side, and he will pass it complete to Fuca. Fuca trying to work his way up. Punt is once again straight up in the air, little shorter than his previous punts, taken by Fuca. Fuca goes around the left-hand side, finds some room, still on his feet at the 40, 30, 10. He might go all the way. One man to beat him, that's Guy.
San Francisco is in a little bit of a zone.
The 8-yard punt. Leading by 7-0. Bonds with the wind at his back will air it out for Fuca. Joe Fuca has a first down at the 21-yard line. 34 yards on that hookup.
Just a terrific pattern right down there. You'll see Fuca on the outside and Menarez on the inside, and as they come down the field, Fuca will cut to the middle. There'll be double coverage on him, but Bonds just lays that ball up perfectly. Fuca makes the kind of a catch that we've come to expect of him.
You see that he got behind number 1, Carl Edmond, now for Cal Lutheran. With Downs. Bonaro in the slot on the right side. Play action for Bonds. Looking deep for Fuca. He's out there, can't quite get to it at the 5-yard line. This Cal Lutheran team, real sprinter. On 2nd and 9, Bonds has Fuca on the near sideline, wide open. Well, there's a little bit of a pad there for Fuca. He can really do that 5-yard out all night.
Well, he can, and they put Michael Sapp, number 3, in there. Take Hansey's place and see if maybe he can stay with Fuca a little bit better.
8:22 remains in the opening half. And Bonds is going to send it airborne again, and Fuca is open. And he gets away on the near sideline. Eric Hamsey having a tough time against Joe Fuca and Jim Osborne, and it's a first down for Cal Lutheran. 83 is a very talented performer.
What happens there, of course, is Hamsey's got to respect Fuca's speed on the outside, and so that's opening up that sideline pattern. Now, as Hamsey begins to come up and play Fuca a little bit tighter, you'll see Fuca come out, come to the sideline, and then head upfield, and Bonds will try to hit him on a...
From here, it would be about a 51-yard attempt.
Yeah, they need about 10 more yards.
Bonds needs 10 on 3rd down. Sets up great protection, and Fuca has a first down. You gotta like that kind of receiver. Joe Fuca knows where the open lanes are, and he came back to get the football. He and Bonds have obviously worked a lot of patterns together. Year, and he also feels the Kingsmen would have been a better than a 6-5 team. They feel they would have won at least 8 had he been healthy. Markers are down. Bonds has Fuca wide open. It's a first down to the 35-yard line, provided the penalty is not against Cal Lutheran.
This will either be an offside or a motion penalty. It was thrown by the line judge right there. I think it's probably going to be an offside, or rather a motion penalty on the part of Lutheran, and I do think they'll bring this one back. Offside? No, it was offside on the part of San Francisco.
Well, it'll obviously be refused, and Cal Lutheran will take the first down.
Offside, defense.
Let's take a look at that again, and Joe Fuca running a precise pattern.
See Fuca come back for the ball right there, though, Randy. That's the sign of a good receiver when he comes down and then comes back for the ball.
And it is 3rd down and 7, and we'll think in terms of 83 Joe Fuca, who has been Tom Bond's favorite target on 3rd and 7. Bonds has Fuca open for a first down. I guess I could be calling the plays at Cal Lutheran, huh? But it's quite obvious that they've given Fuca a lot of pad, and he has too much experience for the secondary of this.
He's the kind of guy that likes to make things happen. You're going to see him rolling out to the right, rolling out to the left.
Back to pass. He's got the time, looks downfield, finds Joe Fuca. And Fuca gets a first down up to about the 25-yard line. Bonds Bonds once again with time, rolls to his left. Now he's being chased by a defender, throws it in the direction of the end zone, and Fuca comes up with a fantastic catch. I can't believe it. There was even... DeGennaro back to pass, finds Fuca, and Fuca is not able to cut upfield because of a fine defensive play by Bonds. Quick off the line on a quick snap count. Gets the ball out, and Fuca has the reception just short of the first down.
Well, that was really a beautiful strike that time. Bonds had enough time. Fuca came back for the ball. They would prefer 14.
Back to passes. Bonds looking downfield, and he finds Fuca. Fuca might go all the way. 40, 30, 20, 10, end zone for Joe Fuca on one play with 3:26 remaining. Cal Lutheran. DeGennaro back to pass, finds Fuca for the first down and 2 or 3 yards more. Joe Fuca. On the left-hand side, Tracy Downs in for the touchdown. Fuca, along with Harris, eye backfield. DeGennaro passing, looking, and Fuca comes down with a dandy reception. The defender was all over him on that play, and that was Brian Boone. Out deep, finding Joe Fuca. DeGennaro once again back to pass, looking deep, finding Joe Fuca. Fuca out of bounds at the 26-yard line, 34-yard line, excuse me. Bonds was listed as a starter along with DeGennaro. DeGennaro back to pass, looking long for Joe Fuca, and just over the head of Fuca, as Fuca had Keir Fitzgerald beat by about 2 yards. DeGennaro has the time as he's back to pass, looking downfield, finds Joe Fuca, and Fuca will have the first down. Harris, along with Fuca, are the wide receivers. DeGennaro's got all the time in the world, passes complete to Fuca. And Fuca will get a little past the red screen on the same side. High backfield for Cal Lutheran. DeGennaro rolls to the left-hand side. Back to pass. He's in trouble. Looking, and he finds Joe Fuca. And Fuca and Harris were both in the same area. First, it looked as though the pass time. Finds Fuca downfield at the 40, and Fuca brought down at the 44 by number 36. Back to action as Fuca comes up with another reception. Narrow back pass, hit in the backfield, deflects the hit, and Joe Fuca comes up with the ball on a nice pass.
Official right now, wind it up. The clock's on the move.
1:01 remains in this football game. Bonds back to pass, looking downfield, and throws complete to Fuca, but more importantly, Fuca gets out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Back to pass as Bonds once again steps up in the pocket, looking downfield, and coming back for the Joe. Once again, back to pass, looking downfield, steps up in the pocket, and finds Joe Fuca at the 15-yard line. 18 seconds left, and oh my, things get exciting.